Good afternoon, folks. It is about 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on July 5th, 2022. Hope our Kurt is keeping you well and safe wherever you are in the world. Please make sure to hit that like button and share this across other platforms so we can let people know what's going on out in our solar system and here on Earth and how it will impact us. We've got a lot to go through, so let's get started. We're over here at spaceweatherlive.com. And last night we noticed that we got up, I actually noticed last night during fireworks that we got up into C flare, flux, the constant state of C flare. And sure enough, we popped off with a C5.51, and then this one here shows up 9.88. And then we were bounced around upper B, lower C, and then we had a couple other C flares. We had a C2.5, and then a C7.39. However, there is a little discrepancy, a little not agreements. This one here is showing a C9.88 on our spaceweatherlive.com, but when we come over to Space Weather Prediction Center, they actually show an M. Now, if you look at goes 16 short, okay, it's the blue with the little blue dot. Blue dot goes 16 short, 1.01. That would be an M1 class. So they are off a little bit. They're not quite agreeing with this second pop, which normally isn't the case. 1.02, which normally isn't the case. Normally they're pretty right on with each other, but I just noticed that little bit of a difference. So as we come back over here, we're actually going to change our view to look at our Enlil spiral. And as we can see from Enlil, our Anunnaki god, our false wannabe god, it's not showing any coronal mass ejections recent. What? Why is it not doing that? So if we actually come up here to Space Weather Prediction Center's NOAA's version of it, we're not seeing much of anything going on here either. All we're seeing is our coronal holes with the solar winds and it affecting us and the plasma barely going up. So I actually checked out European Space Agency and it's not even up to date. It's like the last time it was updated was like 4 days ago. And as we come over here to spaceweatherpredictioncenter.noaa.gov to our space weather enthusiasts, we can see that our BZ and our BT is recovered. So we are no longer in a geomagnetic storm as we were previously. In fact, let me go up. Oh, where's it at? I guess this is kind of it right here, where we were at a 5 yesterday. And then as we come on down a little bit further, this does not go back far enough. I didn't happen to catch it in time. So this right here is where we're constantly living. So we're constantly getting little pops here and there. That was one of the C flares that we just saw. There's a quick little snap, and that was it. Like literally pop and it was over. This here's a decent C flare at 12:40 today UTC time. So that was about 6 hours ago right now. Europe absolutely got it. Most of Africa. And definitely CERN managed to get a little pop out of that. And as we get over here closer to midday here in the United States, things are a little bit more calmed down. And as we come over here and we check out LASCO C2 and C3, we're going to see our eruption. Oh, we got a little eruption there off the western end of the sun, about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And we've got quite a bit. It looks like there's some coming off of the south side here. Right around 5 o'clock is when we actually got our eruption, but it's not showing or our flare, and there's a coronal mass ejection that's accompanying it, but we're not really seeing so much of it here. I mean, we can kind of see eruption going on here and here, so if you draw a line across it, it's kind of at an angle like this, so we could wind up getting a glancing blow from some of that. It's possible. Let's go ahead and check it out on LASCO C3. And, ooh, Borg cube. Go through this and get right to, oh, another Borg cube. Goodness gracious. They're all over the place today, aren't they? I wonder why. I mean, you guys are seeing all this activity out there, I know. But look at this. So we've got an eruption that's showing off on that side. Eruption was about 5 o'clock in the morning UTC time, so that'd put it right about here. So yeah, we've got eruption going from here out all the way over to here. So yeah, I think we're going to wind up getting a little glancing blow of that. Most of it will probably be south of us. The concentration might be south. But I have a feeling we're going to get some of that. In fact, let's come on over here to seeds, and we're going to take a look at seeds really quick. And let's start with the reverse ink filter to really show us. And okay, so now you can actually see eruption going off here and here. We can actually see blast. You see the shadows of it? So we're definitely going to get some of that. It looks like it's going mostly this direction. It goes from here over to here, and it mostly goes this direction. But it looks like there's a little bit over here as well. So yeah, I think we're going to get some of that myself. And if you look right here towards the end, look at this here. What is this big ordeal going into the sun? It's the last couple of clips, but something is about to fly into the sun. And it's not small. Oh boy. Now let's come over here and we'll take a look at our ISWA. And right here we've got our, right before our eruption, here on 94 angstroms of light. Let's go ahead and zoom in. And here's our eruption, right, actually it's at 4:04 a.m. We've got this one here, but look at this over here. This region over here is also popping off here too. We'll have to, ooh, friend, you see him? Right there. How you doing, buddy? Once again, kind of looks like a pyramid, and then a little trail behind him. But we'll keep on watching. There was another one like right around the noon time. Oh, and that's coming off from over here. So we'll actually have to go check out that sunspot and see what's going on with that thing. But I'm not seeing anything else. That's actually the end of that. We'll come on over here to 193 angstroms of light. I'm just going to kind of run through these really quick. Still got quite a bit to go through. So there's our eruption right here. And if you look, there's a little bit of a solar tsunami with it. Whoosh, you see that? It actually kind of comes up this way. I'm going to zoom in on it a little bit more, and we'll actually see that eruption. Some of that plasma actually looks like it rides right along the surface of the sun. But there was some coronal mass ejection, so some of that's going to be coming our direction. It's pretty much looking right at us. So we've got that one there. And let's check this other corner right up here, is right around noontime. And I'm not seeing, so that was just a flare. We're not going to have any kind of coronal mass ejection with that one. So that is what we're looking at for right now, running her backwards. And I'm not seeing anything else. We'll come on over here to 211 angstroms of light. This goes all the way back to yesterday. And actually, if we look right up at the top, I actually showed this one yesterday. We got this eruption right here. Boom. You guys see that? Look at all that. Look at that solar tsunami. So that's plasma coming out, which is quite interesting because it didn't show it on ISWA, or not on ISWA, but on Enlil. But then we've got our eruption right here, right at 4:04, and once again we can see that nice little solar tsunami with it. And then the one around noon, it's not really showing much of anything going on there. So what? Ooh, if you guys notice, look at the coronal hole right here. Look at the activity going on. Woo, that's pretty interesting. So, but if you also notice, look at this prominence right down here, this ribbon. That looks like it's getting ready to release. Look, notice how it's spinning real fast? And it looks like it's getting ready to lift off. We'll have to keep our eyes on that one. Now, as we come on down here, we're going to look at the 304 really quick for our eruption. Right at 4 o'clock, and we'll see if there's how much plasma is with it. So there's the eruption. There is some plasma. It's not super thick or dense. You don't see it really changing colors. You don't see the black streak coming off of it, which plasma typically does. But we also do really see that ribbon down there on that southeastern limb right here. This is a big, fat, thick ribbon, folks. And when that thing goes, that's going to be something. Let's kind of back it up a little bit. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. When that thing releases, and I think it is going to release. We'll just have to see which direction it goes. Ooh, looks like I might have seen another friend. Ooh, look at that. How you doing there, little buddy? Little fella? Now let's come on over here and we'll check it out on stereo head. We'll check out our eruption, and we are right about there. Oh, this is from yesterday. That's yesterday's eruption. So that's the one that was coming at us, and actually starts off today too. Look at that. Look at this. We go from July 4th at 7:23 in the morning to 3 in the morning today. That's a whole day missing, folks. What the heck? But this is what's coming at us today. And again, remember, we're right about over in this direction. We're not straight across, but we're more over here. So it does look like some of that's coming at us. Like I said, another little glancing blow right here. So we will have a glancing blow from that. Now, moving on to our magnetosphere. This right here looks like there's going to be a big hole. We're going to have to take a look at that. Our one eruption came from 3047. Let's actually back out of that. And let's come on over here and take a peek at this bad boy. And yeah, it's looking like we do have some form. Ooh, look at the size of that hole. Holy smokes. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that right there? That is a huge freaking sunspot. That is massive. Oh boy. This is going to be fun. Zooming in on our magnetogram, look at this. We've got our positive, a bunch of negative in the middle, and another positive on the other side. This is going to be a big player here in the next 2 days, folks. Yippee-ki-yay. Here's our KP index. Right here is College Station, right here in Texas. You got Fredericksburg, I believe that's in Germany, and Boulder, Colorado. And this is the estimated planetary. So here in Texas, we actually got up to KP6, came down to 4, went down, and then down to 2, and then right back up to 5 again. So we're definitely getting some activity down here. Estimated planetary, it's actually a pretty decent average, believe it or not. Fredericksburg, Germany, you guys are doing all right. Boulder, Colorado, you guys definitely got some whammy along with us. And taking a look at our real-time solar winds, we can see that we were in event mode yesterday. We did have some things popping off, and it looks like our BZ and BT has recovered. As we come on down here to our AceMag and SweepHam, which is very similar, we can see that we actually have some missing data from midnight till about 8 a.m. this morning. So there is some missing data where we actually came into recovery mode, which is quite interesting. Over here on spaceweatherlive.com, or yeah, spaceweather.com rather, excuse me. I came on down here to the near Earth objects, NEOs, meteors, asteroids, however you want to call them. And we've got the closest one we had July 1st. I believe we actually got impacted with that. That's half the distance. I think this actually impacted, but it just burnt up in the atmosphere. The only one that's really got my main attention is this little bugger right here on July 19th. It's going to be, even though it's going to be 17.5 times the distance between us and the moon, it's 756 meters, and it's moving at 22.9 kilometers per second. That's hauling buns, okay? Now, when you take into consideration that that huge magnet that they've got over at CERN is 100,000 times stronger than the Earth's magnetic field alone, and they're firing CERN, which is going to cause even, more magnetic anomalies, which could also push our north and south poles in different directions. Again, increase the speed of which they move. It could also draw this bugger, even though it's 70, it could draw it right in. So that's one of the things that I keep always in the back of my mind. Switching up a little bit, we are over here at the National Data Buoy Center, and I'm here to show you guys this over here in Alaska. Look at this right here. This bugger is going off, and we've got 2 different events. One of them happened yesterday, another one happened today. I don't know. I know you guys can't really see this little hump right here, but this thing is pulsing. There is a pulse going on with this. Check this out. Coming over here, look at this pulse. Here's our main strike, boom, and then it drops down, and then goes up, and then slowly comes down, goes up. This is a pulse, okay? This is a pulse, like a volcanic pulse, like something's waking up. And you come over here, and you can see this big jump. This is the main strike right here. They're showing it. And now, once again, these are in meters. So what could possibly be over in that area to cause that? Well, Mount Sitka, the Great Sitkan Volcano. Remember, that buoy station's right here. See, look. Buoy station's right here. Right underneath. Oh, gosh dang it. I hate it when it gets in the way like that. But here you go. Right here. So it could very well be that and when it's orange like this, what does orange mean? Warning, minor activity. So something's going on over here that's causing that. Ooh, we got to keep our eyes open, folks. For those of you that are interested, CERN has their own YouTube channel. Look at that. Live from CERN in English. How does the Large Hadron Collider work? Looks like they are live here. National Science Foundation. They are live streaming what's going on at CERN. So for those of you that are interested and you want to come over and you want to watch that, go on ahead and watch it. I'm actually watching over here on weather.com, and I'm looking for strange energy anomalies going on over here. I haven't seen anything yet over the last 12 hours, but that doesn't mean that they're up and running yet. In fact, I think some of the timing I saw was like going to be around 4 p.m. my time. So we will see what happens. Havana, Cuba is all quiet. You can see little bits of energies going on down here in Spain, but I'll be keeping my eyes on it. Eyes open, no fear. And remember that love is the only way forward. Solar Wolf out.